these dudes.
Are you?
And not anymore. I don't feel that way anymore. I knew after we barely won game 2 without Jimmy, I was like, oh, yeah, we're in trouble. We're in trouble. No offense, all ISO, can't get a good look. I was like, oh, meanwhile, they're getting clean looks left and right, moving the shit out of the ball. Like, their ball movement is crazy. So.
And you got championship pedigree.
Yeah.
Kevin Love and Kyle.
Yeah.
Phenomenal. Yeah.
Not my favorite players, but yeah, for sure.
You don't like them?
Nah. I mean, listen. I got.
No, it's all perspective.
Yeah, I got respect for.
You've been through the channels of basketball, so you understand
100%.
what it is to mean to be a part of an NBA championship team.
For sure.
Yeah.
Nah, I respect anybody who plays at that level, but
now disrespect.
Nah, it's
I'm just messing with you.
it's I mean, my guy Kevin Love, he's out there taking charges, throwing outlet passes, shouts.
Yeah.
Lowry,
Him and Wes Unseld.
I feel like Lowry is like always. I'm not gonna call him dirty, but he's always doing like some like borderline dirty shit.
So PJ Tucker, Draymond, Pat Bev camp?
I think Pat Bev camp. Yeah, I think
Definitely a better player.
definitely.
Yeah.
Oh, for sure. I mean, Lowry, and obviously Lowry's older
He
now.
was like the second best player on the championship team, right?
No.
Oh, Pascal, I guess you could say
Pascal probably, but no,
third.
but Lowry was nice.
Yeah.
I would never disrespect his game.
Yeah.
Like even now, bro, when they beat us in game 1 a few days ago, that it was him. Hit a 3, had a float in the middle of the lane, had a pull up jumper.
When
Like
you've been in that situation before, you're calm and cool.
yeah,
You know?
he's a pro. So
Let me ask you a question. You've been watching the Knicks all year.
yeah,
What exactly do they do on offense?
nah, nothing.
Like, I really get confused sometimes. I know Spo is obviously
ISO.
great, and he threw the zone at them, but it's like you have, like, you know who actually looks like they're running plays? The only guy?
Who?
Hartenstein. Like, he looks like...
I love him.
He looks like he has a system in his
Yeah,
mind that he's working on, but then
Yeah.
there's 4 guys not doing that. And Jalen Brunson actually is good enough to be that guy where he doesn't have to be a crazy system guy.
Yeah,
like
he's
just,
dead nice.
He's just that dude where he's like,
Dead
just giving the
nice.
ball. You know, it's like the James Harden thing. Like, you don't have to be a system guy when you're
Right.
James Harden. Like, he's on that level, but you got to run something on offense. No
Something.
weak side actions,
Nothing.
just ISO. And then if you get stuck, you just kick it out.
It's just too easy to guard, and it's not like we're some elite 3-point shooting team where we have to run stuff. We have to run stuff. As soon as it turns into, late in the shot clock, throw it to Randall, puts his back to the basket from 18 feet away, I'm like, oh, we're in trouble.
And he did
We're in
a
trouble.
really great season. That's a crazy. He like defies the odds.
Randall is a beast.
Yeah.
Like, no, he's a beast. Respect the shit out of him. But in the playoffs, it's harder. It's more difficult. And defense is better. And people aren't, it's not the 82 game pacing through the season that we see. It's a whole different beast. And I think that's why certain guys struggle more in the playoffs. Yeah, I think during the regular season, he was like 26 a game. Now, he's still productive, but it's not as efficient. It's a little tougher. Baskets, they're harder to come by. So it's been rough to watch. And, obviously it's a really tough team. Tibbs has them playing defense, but the offense not so much.
Yeah, I feel like you don't really want to rely on tough shot making, and that's what the Knicks do. And that's why I don't think the Suns are going to win, even though it's tied 2-2, because for them to win, Kevin Durant and Devin Booker, they need like a Herculean effort.
Facts. We got to take a moment for D-Book.
He's tough.
What is he doing?
Is he better than Jimmy Butler?
Yes.
Yeah?
Yes.
It's not even close.
I don't think he's necessarily. I think you could argue Jimmy Butler is more important to his team in the playoffs.
Who would you rather
than anybody
have
else
in the playoffs on your franchise if you're trying to win basketball games?
This season or for the foreseeable
Playoffs
future?
right now. He's on your team.
It's such a tough question to answer because in Miami's system, Jimmy. If you put D-Book on the Heat, they're not as good as they are with Jimmy.
100%.
But on the Suns or on pretty much any other team, D-Book. Because he's more talented.
Yeah.
Like he is.
He is more talented.
Yeah, for sure. He's a better shot maker.
But I don't think he's a better basketball player, in my opinion.
Not defensively. That's what I mean in Miami. Jimmy, he knows that system. Obviously, him and Spo.
The two-way stuff, the toughness, the
toughness.
will. Even
toughness.
though Devin's will is crazy because he's scoring on like 3 guys.
Listen, D-Book, bro, he's putting up, I think he missed 4 shots last night.
You know what nobody's
That's
talking
insane.
about?
5 shots maybe. That's insane.
You know what nobody's talking about? I guess maybe because it's obvious. Like, he has Kevin Durant on his team, and this is really his team, and there's no debate.
At all. At all. And to be honest, with him running the one with, Chris Paul out, they've been better. They won 2 games.
You know what it is, defense, and everybody's talking about offense. Like,
But
you have guys that can hit
defensively,
three.
yeah.
Defensively, because he's a duck.
Yeah.
Like, you could target Chris
Yeah.
Paul. There's less people to target now.
Yeah. And that's something that's huge in today's game. Like, if you have a couple people, you see it with the Warriors a little bit. When they have certain guys out there, it's like, oh, shit, okay, now we can go at these guys. Whereas if you don't really have a weak link, it's a different ballgame. You can't just single guys out.
Yeah.
So
I don't think the Suns can win it all, but if they can, I think this elevates Durant. Obviously, it elevates. Well, D-Book is elevated no matter what happens for the rest of the series, by the way. So, like,
bro, D-Book, I've been a D-Book guy, but this is crazy. This is crazy. I mean, I could pull the stats up. The last 2 games, like, nuts. He's got to be the leading scorer in the playoffs right now.
I think it's like 38 right now.
Has to, like, and what's the field goal percentage?
The efficiency.
Wait, to me, that's what's crazy.
Wait, I think he might be over like 70% last couple games.
It's bananas. Bro, he was dead ass like 15 for 20 last game.
He's shooting tough shots.
Tough shots.
It's not like a spot, like, it's not like PJ Tucker in the corner.
It's unreal. I don't think they have enough depth to win a championship this year. I think losing Bridges was...
And I love that for Bridges. It was so good for Bridges.
It was great for him. It was bad for the Suns.
Well, can you say that when you get KD?
I think they could have made that...
You could answer that for this season and the long-term future.
I think for this season, of course, you want KD. I think long-term, they gave up too much, and I'm a huge Durant. Like, I love Durant. I think they could have made... Maybe I'm naive. You know a lot more about, like, the behind-the-scenes NBA shit than I do. I think they could have made that deal without giving up Bridges and Cam. I think they could have made that deal.
I think they could have kept Cam?
That
would have helped.
I think they could have kept Cam. Yeah, I think they could have kept Cam.
Because Aiden's not even getting minutes sometimes now.
I know. I mean, it's tough. It's tough.
Yeah. How you feeling about that Celtics-Sixers series?
Well, that's a weird series, man.
It is, right?
That's a weird
You know what
series.
it is? I think the Celtics would win, and I just said before, like, I don't have any emotion towards any team. I think I'd rather see the Sixers win. I don't know why.
Well, I'm definitely rooting for the Sixers, for sure.
I think they're just, I don't know. I just rather see the, and I think Jaylen Brown's going to be a superstar, and it's not going to be on the Celtics.
No, 100%. I think shit, I'm not comparing him to Bridges necessarily, but Bridges went from a super role guy on the Suns to him in Brooklyn. I mean,
I am him.
I am him.
Love that.
Yes.
That's great.
Himmy Butler.
Ham Duncan. You ever see that thing that went
Ham
viral?
Duncan, yes. So I think I agree with you. When Jaylen Brown gets to, like, where would be a good spot for him?
Atlanta.
Ooh.
Next to Trey.
I think they got to get Trey out of there.
You do?
Yeah. I think so.
Yo, you know who the most polarizing topics when it comes to players in basketball? Trey Young and Jokic.
Yeah.
But actually, Jokic is about to be at a point where it won't be polarizing anymore because it's just undeniable.
I mean, I had 53 last night.
Yeah, like, come on, bro.
Pushed Ishbia.
Come on, man.
Come on, man.
Get out of here, Ishbia. What are you doing? Get out of my space.
Ishbia, give the ball up, bro. What are you doing? What if he does that in Dykeman? What happens?
He's overseas, so he felt like it was soccer where you could just grab it and run.
Grabbing him down. Yeah.
It's very soccer influence over there.
He's on his Euro wave. You know what I mean?
But yeah, that series is crazy, and Harden is so up and down.
It's crazy.
It's like, I don't know, did he do well when he went to Vegas, or was that the game he didn't do well? Like, he did the Rodman thing where he went, but he's outside. My man's outside. You heard?
He's outside. No, I think he is a Rodman type guy. I think he needs to go to Vegas.
Doc's to say, yeah, go, man.
Go.
Doc knows the vibes.
Yeah. He knows what it is. Go down there, have a good time, come back, have 40, hit the game winner.
Yeah.
I mean, but he's crazy. It is interesting, right? Like, I think one of the things that makes LeBron so great is the consistency.
Look at the segue on Combo's court.
Unbelievable. You look at a guy like AD. I love AD. When AD's locked in, the shift he made at the end of the first quarter in Game 3, the way he was totally different on that high ball screen, the aggressiveness on offense. When he's like that, he's one of the best players in the league.
the players on the other team seem to shrink when he's playing well. They look small. Like it happened in the bubble. Like he looked like he was playing
Facts.
like a JV team.
No, facts. But what, like Steph is a really good finisher. And Steph can't finish when he's locked in and he's around the rim. So, but it's not every game. And I think Harden is that way a little bit too. Like Harden, game 1 had like what, 45?
Yeah,
game
47
two,
maybe.
40, yeah, a 50 burger, that's crazy. In the playoffs, games 2 and 3, he was kind of nowhere to be found as far as like relative
he
to
was
that.
looking like, and I've been a defender of Ben Simmons, but he was doing some Ben Simmons stuff in the lane where he had the floater and he would just pass it.
Right.
Yeah.
And then in game 4, he got that Vegas re-up.
You got to go to Vegas, man.
Got to go to Vegas.
Yo, he had that tough floater.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
I mean,
and then Embiid made the right read.
Yeah.
Knocked it down.
Yeah, knocked it down.
Do you feel like we aren't in the new generation? Yo, Draymond had this thing saying, like, you guys are always looking for the next. But it's true, like, we still got LeBron versus Steph.
Facts.
We got Harden on the other side. It's some of the old guys are still in full effect. The KD
really
is,
yeah.
It's kind of crazy to say he's the second guy with the Suns, but he's still there.
No.
He's still there.
No, 100%. My biggest thing, and I've talked about this before, I think even we've talked about it before, I hate how, and I know you're not this way because you're not emotionally attached to any team.
Right.
I do understand it to a degree, but I hate that we live in like this sports culture, and part of it is the ESPN shit, and you got to be polarizing and whatever, but I hate that you have to pick a player. If you love Braun, you got to hate Curry right now.
That's what drives ratings, views.
Yeah, but we're not going to have these guys playing basketball for much longer. Appreciate it while it's here.
No, LeBron is like literally like load managing in the game.
Facts. Like load managing within the load managing. No, it's crazy. He's 20 years in the game.
Yeah.
That's nuts. And even Steph has a lot of miles on him.
100%.
So, I'm just trying to appreciate. I'm a Knicks fan, but as you know, I'm a huge LeBron guy.
Yeah.
I love Steph too.
Yeah.
I love Steph.
The other issue with everything that revolves around sports media is we forget so quick. Like so many crazy things have happened that we just forgot about. Yeah. Like Draymond stomped somebody, Gobert punched somebody. Steph had 50 and he lit the beam.
Yeah, lit the beam.
Yo, that was tough. Like, because that's some killer stuff. You want to know why? Because that's their pride and joy.
Facts.
And he just lit it on them. Boom, after 50.
He said light the beam. I think he was looking at
50.
He's
really a killer.
Yeah,
he's
looking
a killer. At 50.
He was looking at 5th. He was like, hey, man, listen. Yeah, light the beam, baby. I don't know how 50 got turned into a Sacramento Kings fan.
50 does everything.
Damn. But
50 has done a lot.
But damn, he's not a Knicks fan? Is he a New Yorker? I don't know.
Should we pull 50's card?
Yeah, you and him. Yeah.
Shoot. Maybe we're citizens of the people. Maybe we're global citizens.
Ah, there you go. I like that.
Well, 50's a businessman, so he don't want to commit to it, but he commit to Sacramento. But
Sacramento.
I actually like them all year.
I love Sacramento. They're fun to watch.
Oh, I actually have a take about your take because you said
Tell me.
Fox is the fastest player you ever seen, more than Prime D Rose. No, you didn't mention. You didn't compare them, but you were like, this is the fastest guy I saw.
I think so.
John Wall.
I think I'm going Fox. Yeah. Is that a bad take?
That might be crazy.
That might be crazy. Okay, well, here, listen. I think I'm not saying like wasn't maybe as explosive as D Rose, but yeah, I think end line to end line with the ball in his hands, I think he's faster.
You know who's underrated at that?
Who?
Jason Kidd. Super fast
Yeah.
end line to end line.
Just as fast with the ball as he was without a ball.
Dallas Mavericks, Jason Kidd.
100%. Now he was
and he was
hauling
bigger
ass.
than those guys.
Definitely bigger than those guys.
Yeah.
No, for sure. I thought the Kings here. I got to give you props. I bigged you up for a long time on your basketball takes.
Appreciate that, man.
But more than the basketball takes, the talent evaluation.
I appreciate that.
Because you hit the summer league. There was a lot of guys who I was like, I don't know about them. You were like, no, he's going to be a guy.
Who's the biggest guy? You
So,
were like,
so
this
listen,
guy's not going to be anything.
I'll get to that in a second.
Yeah.
First thing I want to say is, you told me about Davion Mitchell. I remember coming out of the summer league he played in. I said, yo, who impressed you the most? And you said Davion Mitchell. I said, yo, he was doing everything. He was running the show. He was locking ass.
I never seen somebody fight over a screen like him.
Oh, my. Bro, his on-ball defense, the way he got, I thought they should have played him more. The way I know he's not like a lights-out shooter yet and all that stuff, but he can make a shot. he gave Steph problems. No, he really did. Like when he was, like Steph wasn't just cooking him off the bounce. Like there's no way. The way he fought over screens, he's a dog.
You know what they call him?
What?
Off night.
Off night. Damn.
If he guards you,
it's an off night.
Off night.
Damn.
Yeah.
Nah, he's tough. He's one of my favorite players in the league. 100% one of my favorite players in the league.
Well, he has that dog that you love to talk about.
No, exactly. Now to answer your question, this is going to take a lot of credibility away from me. I understand.
Nah.
I was unsure about Doncic. Listen, I was not unsure that he would be a good NBA player. I did not see the ceiling that he's at. And the reason being is because I thought he was slow. And it's really hard to play in the NBA on the perimeter if you're slow. It just is. Like, how many elite guys would you describe?
Is he actually slow? That is the question. Does he look slow or is he slow?
I think it's a combination of both.
People think Jokic is slow. I actually disagree.
Jokic is a big, though.
But have you ever seen him run up? Like, it looks like somewhat of a struggle, but he's moving.
Nah, facts.
If you're 7 foot moving like that, like, bro, you raise some dude saying he's slow, whoever you are out there.
Nah, facts. No, I mean, but he's a big dude, so it's long strides. I mean,
Doncic is 6'8", and like this.
It's true. No, it's true. You know another issue, and I've realized that he's chubby, like by basketball standards, and he's young.
He has some issues, man.
He's young.
He has to take better care of himself.
No, facts. So it's like when I see that, like my biggest thing with Zion coming out of Duke is I was like, man, the weight is going to be an issue for him. Like I could see it already because
you were right about that.
Because
it's been an issue.
I know. And if you're 18 years old, 19 years old, and the weight is already an issue, I know because, shit, I'm a little husky, bro.
Let me give you some credit because I thought he'd be fine because I thought once he got to the league, the right people would be around him and things would get better. Like maybe my assumption was wrong.
But we don't usually see that, though.
But what you do in private shows in public. And
right.
You don't have people around you all the time. So
right.
I should took that into consideration.
Look at Luka. Bro, Luka is, and I know he's strong, so I know some players do better with that weight. Like I remember Melo lost some weight. And I think he like took a step down maybe because
Carmelo?
Yeah,
they had that. Him and LeBron had some year where they did some like I don't know what was it, paleo vegan?
Yeah, who knows? I mean,
now carnivore is a thing.
Yeah,
did you know that?
Yeah.
Are you on that?
All meat. Hey, yo.
Are you on that?
No.
Now you're showing your New York.
No. I'm.
Wait, didn't
I'm not on the
Cam Thomas got in trouble for something? Yeah, we're not going to say what he said, but.
Oh, yeah,
he was
did.
playing pause game too much.
Yeah,
Cam, you got to chill out. Just score the basketball, right?
You got to chill, man. You got to chill. Why doesn't he get more minutes?
Because he just wants to score and he doesn't really play the game of basketball a little bit. But I do think he's going to greatly benefit a team one day because he's an elite scorer. He just got to figure some things out to make the you got to realize you're playing team basketball a little bit.
But he is a bucket,
bro.
Bucket. He is a bucket.
You know what's crazy? If he was like, I think if he was a few inches taller.
Yeah, for sure. Like if he was 6'4", 6'5",
it would be undeniable.
Yeah,
you just had to have him on the court.
Right, for sure.
Even